Hello, everyone. Welcome to Stars and Cards with Patty Kamson and Deborah Chadwick and our infamous, famous, most amazing, most wonderful spiritual healer and life coach, Terri Britt. We are all here together. I'm getting this technology down. Can you believe it?
Yes. Hi, Terry. Thank you so much for joining. We're so excited to have you once a month. This is so fabulous.
Oh, thanks, guys. I'm so glad to be here, even though you said infamous, which is not a good thing.
I said infamous and then famous.
I'm famous for something bad. Let's dream
Well, I wasn't going to go there.
Yeah, Miss Scorpio that you are. Scorpion woman that you are.
We love the badness.
Yes, we love the badness, don't we? We're fun that
We
way.
all can't have it, so somebody's got to have it.
Yep.
So we have people joining us. We have Juliana and Jessica and Gab. Welcome all the beautiful ladies joining us tonight. We love you joining us and bringing up the energy and letting us know that you're there. So thank you. Thank you for joining. We have some very interesting things happening for Stars and Cards. We have some plans in the pipeline. So Deborah and I are extremely excited. And then we have a special fun coming up in March with Miss Terri. So that's our next show with Terri. We'll have a special surprise for you. So we've been working hard and trying to create and keep things interesting and fascinating. And it does take energy, but we are here for it. We're here for it. So Terri, what is happening? Tell us about all this fabulous spicing it up.
Well, first off, I want to know what's happening in March that I don't know about.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say, Patty, what's happening I was going to say, what's happening in March? I don't know about it. If you don't know about it, Terry, then she's just getting it all together. I'm like, what's in March?
Terri, Atlanta, hello. Both of you guys know.
Yeah, right. That's right.
But we're gonna talk about that. You guys are just got the 50 plus brain going on. It's all good. I'm keeping you all in the loop. Don't act like you don't know.
I forgot.
Yes, you're going to be together, and it's going to be on a Monday night. Now it's all coming back, and Patty's doing something fabulous. I get it, and they will be in Terry's house together. I remember.
Yes,
well,
actually,
we're gonna work out all the details. Ladies, oh my goodness, look at the two blondes. The two blondes are like, what? Huh?
It's the two curly-headed blondes, like really bubble-headed bleach blondes.
It's 9:00 here tonight, and I've already done one Facebook Live today, my own, and then we're getting ready to open our coffee company, our second shop up here, and it's very elaborate in the sense that we have wines and pinements and all this different stuff and coffee, and I'm doing the displays because my husband says, I don't want to do this, and nobody in our team really does it, so it's my job, and it's not really something I do. So that's some of the crazy stuff that's been happening, and you were asking about Spice It Up. I was very excited this week because Charlie and I have been married almost 11 years. Prior to him, I was married for 17 and my husband dropped dead from a heart attack. His wife committed suicide after 17 years.
Dang, that's a lot in one sentence, Terri.
I know. That's a lot. Wow. So Charlie and I have had this magical relationship and it's just been amazing. So when we first got together, I was talking, or he was talking about childhood programming and how it affects relationships. And I'm looking at him going, did you take my course or something? This is weird because, this man, where did he know this stuff? So I had this hope that one day we would be able to teach and speak together. Well, this last week, we were invited to be guest speakers on a summit called A League of Extraordinary Couples. And let me tell you, it was so dang exciting. It was exciting because one, I had my man sitting next to me and his wisdom that came through. It was so funny. I had friends writing that saw that, watched the show, and they said, "Yeah, you knew we loved you, but now we want to meet him because we haven't met him yet in person." So that was really awesome to see that he was so received, so well received. And the host, Amy Elizabeth Gordon, she was calling him I called him a Renaissance man, but that's how she described him after the interview, because he really is that. So that was very, very exciting. And then you were asking about Spice It Up. My ebook, Spice It Up with Your Spouse, has been really fun because, it's Valentine's week and we're all wanting deeper intimacy and we're wanting more fun and more passion. So this ebook that we've been really putting out right now has been very well received as well. And if you want to get it, you can go to terribritt.com/spice. It's free. So just grab it and see if you're ready to have something passionate with your partner, or maybe you've lost that in your life and you want someone in the future to be that kind of intimacy. Then I want to invite you to grab it so you'll know how to start from the beginning, because that's what Charlie and I did, and we have a great relationship. So that's it.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were married for 11 years, Terri.
Yeah.
I was at the wedding. It was very beautiful.
Yes, she was at the wedding, and she was also at the funeral when my husband passed away, or the service, what do you call it, the celebration of life. And she saw Charlie, who had shown up on my doorstep the day after Steve died, and said, "Let me support you through this." And I didn't even hardly know Charlie. And her little intuition at the service for Steve, she said, "Watch out for Charlie." And I said, "What?" She said, "Watch out for Charlie? Why would I watch out for Charlie?"
Yes. And so it all unfolded. It was beautiful. And, Terri is a strong woman, and she just went for what was good and what she knew. And it's been a journey, and it's been a good journey. And I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. It's a good.
Yeah. I just want to say, when we had Richard Harris on last week, and we were doing the Chinese astrology, and we were talking about the dog. I just want to say, all you dogs out there, I love you. It was just my ex-husband. He was, quote unquote, the year of the dog, and he wasn't the best, but I have three beautiful children, so it was all worth it. But all you dogs out there, I love you, and you guys are wonderful. And every sign has good traits, challenging traits, fun traits, sexy traits. We have it all. So don't think I don't like dogs. I like dogs. I just didn't like that particular dog.
The antithesis of a dog. But that's true, because even we have great clients. She's like, "I have 2 children that are dogs." We just kind of got off on a little tangent, but it's all good.
Yes, it's all good. So Valentine's is on Thursday. The astrology weather is, I was on Terry's show last week, and we talked about the astrology of Valentine's, and there's some good and some kind of crazy energy going on. So just expect the unexpected on Valentine's, but also know some people may be a little rigid because Venus and Saturn are going to be together on Valentine's. And so Venus is a planet of love and beauty and romance, and Saturn is the cold water on all of that. But the good thing about Venus and Saturn together is that if you're looking at creating a commitment, it's the perfect time, because Saturn is all about commitment. So it's kind of a mixed bag. It's a little bit of a mixed bag. Uh-oh, Deborah left us. Something must have happened, but she'll be back. I know it. I just know it. She was having a few problems with her computer, but she'll be back. So Terri.
Yes, ma'am.
What are you and your man doing?
For Valentine's, we're going to be decorating displays at our new coffee company. We have plans on Friday night with friends. We have plans Saturday night with friends. So we're kind of the kind of people, we love getting out, but too many nights in a row, we start getting, ugh. So if I were to guess, we'll probably stay home on Thursday night and maybe play cards. We like to play dominoes and drink some wine, and we laugh and we turn on great music and we just have fun. Sound very passionate and alive. But I would say that on Thursday night, if we're not working at the new place, we'll probably be home just enjoying each other's company, and we have a full weekend ahead of us. So I know that doesn't sound very exciting, but it sounds exciting to us because we're very busy right now.
Yes. So we're getting some feedback that, and we saw that prior, that our voices aren't matching the video. So I'm going to do a reboot real quick, everybody. And so just stay where you are, and I'll be right back.
Mine totally shut down. The whole screen was black. Can you hear me, Terry?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, the whole screen went black and I had to just go out and come back in. But the live thing is flashing on my phone too.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, hopefully that's better. Hopefully it's a little better. There's always going to be a delay, but that's just the way it is. But everything else it's flowing. And yes, people, we are going to be doing readings tonight. Maggie Elena was asking, are we going to be doing readings? And the answer is yes, because we know you guys want to know. So that's why we're here. Lisa wants to know, where's the new coffee shop, Terry?
We are in, we run in the Helen, Georgia area, which is about an hour and 20 minutes outside of Atlanta mountains. We're in the Blue Ridge Mountains, gorgeous here. And we have one shop in Helen, which is just a little coffee shop, more of a boutique where you can come in and we have like 30 something flavors of coffee. And you can just get a cup of coffee. It's in a historical district. We don't have a lot of room. My husband had this dream of creating a destination place. So we're about 7 miles down the road in Cleveland, where we have 7.5 acres looking at this beautiful mountain, and it's called Fiona. And we are doing coffees, we're doing climates, wines, beer, tasting. I mean, it was really going to be a lot of fun. At least I may be like, I don't know.
Well, I can't wait. Hopefully I will be able to get to experience it. We'll see.
I hope so.
So, I was talking about last week about the energy and how all the planets are moving forward. And it started the first week of January. And it's almost like you're on the Autobahn in Germany, and everything is just moving fast. There's nothing in our way. There's no retrograde planets. It's just like everything's going. So it's a really great time to manifest. So it's a time to really, sit down and have those quiet moments and put out there what you are trying to manifest. But also when you're going so fast and there's nothing stopping you, like when Mercury goes retrograde or Venus goes retrograde, or those are opportunities to kind of stop and look back and see, ooh, what I missed? Did I run over something? Did I not see something? Did I miss my husband that I just drove by so fast? What's happening? So all that's happening, and things can really manifest and things can really shift in your life. But I'm also hearing from people that they're feeling stuck and they feel heavy. And I really had to take a moment and say, what is happening? I'm like, okay, that person must either be a Cancer, a Capricorn, a Libra, or an Aries, because those are the signs that are dealing with the heavy Capricorn energy that's going on. We have Pluto in Capricorn, we have Saturn in Capricorn, and so those planets, and Venus in Capricorn, so those planets are kind of, that energy can kind of drag you and allow you to feel like, ooh, what lessons am I working on? Or things in your life are exposing themselves to you that you were trying to deny or put on the back burner. And these eclipses also that have started are in Capricorn and Cancer. So those signs are really being challenged. It's not rainbows and unicorns. Do I get an amen? Is there anybody out there having that same experience? Let's talk about it. What's happening? Let's see. Tanisha said good night.
She said what?
Tanisha said good night. And Terry's asking or is answering some questions in the chat.
Yeah, somebody had asked me where the coffee shops were. I just wrote it in Helen and Cleveland, Georgia, 2 of them.
Oh, nice.
Great. Oh, Tanisha wants a reading. Okay. So, Tanisha, I don't know if I have your information, but just let me know what sun sign you are. And if you know your rising sign, let us know and what your question is. So anybody out there, for the one question readings, be very specific. Tell us what your sun sign is. And if you know your rising, put that as well. And just a simple, clear question. Not what does 2019 look for me, or what's happening with my health, love life, and job. No. Let's be real specific. So what's happening? What's happening? Jessica Ann is saying, amen. Saturn expressed itself all over my moon last week, finally. And the Aquarian new moon was unpleasant for me as well. Oh, sorry. So sorry. Yes, the energy can be a little daunting, especially if it's aspecting some planets in your natal chart. And I also have a nice little treat. If you got, and I did this on Terry's show. If you go to my website and sign up for my newsletter, I will give you a 1-month free personal horoscope. So everybody run over and get your free 1-month horoscope based on your astrology chart. All you have to do is go to pattykamson.com, and when the pop-up comes up, just put in your information and I will contact you asking you for your birth information and send it on off to you. Very simple. So let's see. We're going to start off with Maggie. She is a Taurus. And when will I move to Arizona? I've been manifesting this for almost a year now. So Deborah's going to go first. Maggie is a Taurus.
I don't know if it's based on finances or, if they're a catalyst where she needs to, have a job to get her there, or it feels like it could be something based on finances. But I feel like there's somebody that could be helpful, and I'm getting either a T or J. It looks similar to me, so it could be, first or last name T or J. And I don't know if she's in any kind of marketing, but I feel like there's something about that. But does there need to be a catalyst? So that's all I'm getting, as far as I don't know. That's all I'm hearing right now.
Terry?
It's interesting. I immediately saw you, Maggie, needing to put your foot forward. I don't know if you're actually just holding the vision and holding the feeling and doing the manifestation process at that level, but it's more than that. I'm seeing that you take steps forward now. I don't know if you're waiting for some kind of sign to be able to move, but it's almost like you need to go scope out. You need to reach out to people. You need to see who knows who. Yeah, I mean, it's like taking some action steps is what I see, because it was like you were it felt hesitant for some reason to me. And I literally saw your leg going out like, okay, go, move forward. You don't have to wait on anyone else to tell you that it's time. You make the decision that it's time and then take the steps is what I think.
Okay, Maggie Elena. So with the Taurus energy, you have a lot of energy supporting you right now, to make things happen. And being the Taurus that you are in general, being that Taurus, you definitely have a methodical approach of how you want things done. And with all the Capricorn in the sky right now, that is supporting you. But things are about to shift. And the feeling I get is April. I feel like there's going to be a shift in April for you, like an opening. I'm not saying you're jumping off and moving, but it feels like in April, that's when you're going to know what needs to happen and your timeline and when it's going to happen. So I feel like you just need to keep taking the steps that you're taking and know that everything that you're doing, April is going to show you the timeline. Go ahead, Deborah.
So Patty, I just pulled a card out of 52 cards. April.
There you go. So there you go, Miss
Maggie
Elena. So thank you again, as always, for joining us. And let's see who is next. I know Tanisha, I said, Tanisha, just give us your sign and your question. I don't see her yet. So the next person up is Rashmi. Hello, Miss Rashmi. She is a Scorpio. And she wants to know, will I have a promotion or a change of job sometime soon?
It can definitely be something soon. I'm getting 2 months. So it feels like there's like 2s and 6. So I would say 6 weeks, 2 months. I feel like there is something that's coming very soon for her. And so I'm just going to say it could be in April or May at the latest. So it feels like it's really soon. But like there's a spring, there's a blossom, the seeds are planted. So it feels like it could actually be in 2 months.
Okay. Terri?
What I see, it was so funny. The vision that I got was jumping up and down with joy. And what I saw was that, okay, when we're looking to manifest something, that thing that we're looking to manifest has a vibration. And we want to match that vibration of saying, yes, I got it. So what I'm seeing right now is that you want to really start getting your vibration up, celebrating it as if it's so, because what happens is when you do that, you create an opening. You put yourself in a receptive state to receive it. So a lot of times we're wanting something and we can't understand why it's not happening because we're not matching the vibration of what we want. So to do that, go into celebration, jump up and down, start saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You don't have to know what that job situation is. It's just that you've got the change that you want in the sense of how it feels. So if you can hold that, is what I'm seeing, is that you need to celebrate it and give thanks for it because it is happening, but give yourself permission to receive it.
Wonderful.
Good. So Rashmi, I'm agreeing with Terri 100% about raising your vibration and just really getting clear about where you're going and what you need. I feel like March is definitely going to be a pivotal month for you. I feel like, things feel stuck right now, but I think March, it's almost going to be, even though Mercury's going to be retrograde, it feels like, or maybe because Mercury's retrograde, things from the past are going to come back as new opportunities for you. So I feel like March is going to be a lighter energy and you're going to feel like you're going to see things open up. So it's not today and it's not in 2 weeks, but just know March is going to open up, and do the work that Terri was suggesting. Do the work to really clear yourself of negativity and things that are allowing you to feel that you're a little insecure. Just kind of raise your vibration so the universe can meet you and create that opening for you. So that's what I get. I hope that was helpful, Rashmi. Let us know how everything opens up, how it all transpires. We'd love to hear. let's see, who's next? Miss Lisa Marie. Oh my goodness, Miss Lisa Marie, our one of our favorite people that comes and joins us and brings such wonderful energy. Her book was released. I got the first copy. I feel so honored. It came in the mail. She didn't even receive hers yet. But she's published. She is a published author. So congratulations.
So exciting.
That's great.
It's been a journey.
It's been a journey.
So what's the name of the book off the top of your head?
The name of the book, Deborah, is?
Oh my God, my mind just, when you said the 50 something just went blank. I can't even pull it up because of my computer.
Okay, you guys talk 1 second.
So maybe Lisa Marie can also type it.
So she's going to end up typing it in there. Limitless life in a, I'm turning it around. Limitless life in a powerless world. Oh. That could be it. Sorry, Lisa Marie, this is so embarrassing. Okay, so I'm going to start. So she is, yes, they've been on this journey. They've been in 18 hotels since May with 3 children. And I do feel this is a great new moon or the full moon coming up. Andrew is, oh, there's Patty with the book. I think I did say the title correctly. Yes. Mm-hmm. I can't see it from here.
Very pretty.
It's called A Limitless Life in a Powerless World by Lisa Marie.
That's awesome. Awesome.
So because she has been in hotels, I've done this in the past. I've bought candles and done candle ceremonies for her and Andrew. So she knows I'm going to be doing that on the 19th. So hopefully there will not be a delay. I mean, 11 is good, always 11 new beginnings, and all this travel, but 5 of diamonds. I feel like they're also traveling in April. So hopefully things will be smooth sailing now, and they'll be able to move into their beautiful home. And it has been since May that they've been in 18 hotels in Chicago, Buffalo, Switzerland, Germany. So it is time. So I'm just going to do my candle ceremonies for hers and call it a day and say that things are going to work out, that they're going to be able to do this on the 22nd.
Awesome.
Terry?
I'm just getting a thumbs up. And I'm not a date person. I've never been one to just say, I feel like it's going to work like in this time frame. But I feel that no matter what, it's good. I got this big thumbs up, like, yes, everything is good. Trust it. Don't put any energy on it. Don't put any, the more you hold on to it, I'm sure you know, Lisa Marie, the more you hold on to it, the more you keep it at bay. Surrender it. Just, you've come to this place right now, so surrender it and just say, I'm handing this over to the universe and it's going to be what it's going to be. I can't control it. And I'm just going to say yes to being on this it sounds like you've been on a grand adventure. And, I would be celebrating everything that you've walked through, everything that you've learned, and so that you can receive the gifts of it, so that it's time now that you can settle. So a lot of times, we wonder, why are things dragging out? Why is it not happening? And it's because we haven't seen the gifts and everything that's been presented to us. So I would spend time giving thanks for all the opportunities, all the gifts that have come over the last 18 months. And then just surrender this, because it feels really good. But I just want to remind you that if you'll do that, you even create more of an opening energetically.
Patty, if she's in Aries rising, the full moon is on the 19th.
Is in Aquarius or Pisces.
Pisces.
On the 19th, I haven't even.
No, it's in Leo or Virgo.
Yes, Virgo.
Yeah, Virgo.
So, I'm in 2020. We're not in 2020 yet, people. We're not in 2020 yet. So, it's showing that on the 19th, it's going to be at 0 degrees Virgo. That's the full moon on the 19th. So she is at the end of that Aries rising, and and Uranus is going into Taurus. So things are about to shift up. I feel, Lisa Marie, you're still on the journey. There's still going to be a little bit of ups and downs, but you are going to be fine. The home is yours. So just breathe. Just breathe. I can feel her energy right now. Just breathe. Just breathe. You're going to be good. And we will keep you posted. I know we're going to hear all about it. We have somebody new. Her name is Emily Waldron, and she has a question. Things have been weird at work, but feel maybe I'm overthinking. What does my career journey look like for the next few months? She is a Virgo, September 2nd, 87, Sag rising. Deborita.
Well, it definitely feels like this year's it's a 5 universal year, so there should be movement and change and variety. And so I feel like she has felt stuck, and that rubber band kind of springs forward, springs back. But I feel like there are changes, and to me, it's the beginning of summer. So that could be end of May. My summer is different in Florida, but I would say there should be some changes for her in May of this year, to give her some positivity of not having to be that rubber band going back and forth.
Okay, so that Virgo. Oh, I didn't hear that, Deborah. It was like things, I don't know what that last thing you said.
Oh, it feels like she's been almost like a rubber band effect where you're springing forward and you spring back, and what am I doing? How am I going to get to be here? So it feels like being patient, breathing through it, but I do feel there's a shift, and it could be like May, June, just like kind of this, the thaw is happening and there's springtime, and that's where there's going to be a change for her.
Okay, so you want to go, Terry?
Sure. I saw you wrapped in chains, Emily, and I saw you looking around as if you're watching everything to see who's watching you, watching what kind of interaction you're having. You're in your head a lot. That's creating the chains. And so I want to invite you to be a little bit kinder and gentler to yourself. Stop criticizing yourself so much. Stop criticizing the situation, and see if you can just become the observer, is what I'm seeing. Your head, as I said, is putting you in the chains. You're thinking too much. Become the observer and just watch what's going on. If people are acting weird around you, recognize that they're in their own crap. Okay, don't take their crap on. So see yourself rising above it. And if you can do that, then the chains are going to fall off, right? Again, your mind is what's creating the chains. So become the observer. Stop playing the monkey mind. Let the chains fall off. And then you can start interacting with people from a higher level. Right now, you're coming from a survival, scarcity mindset. So everything feels really uncomfortable. I want to invite you to get out of that mindset and say, okay, I created this. What can I learn from it? And let this be an opportunity of taking control of your mind rather than your mind controlling you.
She said, I won't lose my job, but make the change myself. Yes, she said, I'm always in my head.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, you are definitely in your head, Emily. I feel like some good things are preparing to open up for you. It feels like more late summer, that things are going to shift, but you really need to it's almost like I feel like you need to put your feet in grass or sand or just be in nature. Because I feel like you're so much up here, you're not connecting. So it's harder for you to stay grounded. So literally just take off your shoes, and put your feet in some kind of earth, whether it's, the beach, I don't know where you live, the sand, grass, walk in the woods, just do something and connect with nature. And I feel like it will kind of help you take some of the triggers out. It just feels like you're a little triggered right now. And I feel like things are really going to kind of even out towards the end of summer.
Can I also add, Patty, that I feel I'm hearing the word to be creative. It feels like you have a lot of creative energy. Now, I don't even do anything creative. If you don't, now's the time to start exploring it. If you do creative stuff and maybe you've gotten away from it, I want to invite you to get back to it. It feels like you need to channel those energies. I think what Patty's saying and what I'm saying, she says, I like the beach and trails, Patty. So she's saying yes. So, it's about getting grounded. And do you like to do, so the anxiety she's having. I want to give you a little tool, Emily. If you're having anxiety, I want you to think of it as the little girl inside of you who is feeling as if she's got to perform and she's always worrying and fretting about things. I want you to think of yourself as being the divine mother to her. And so rise above it. And when you start feeling that anxiety, when you start doing those head games, I want you to pick up that little Emily, the little 5-year-old, and say to her, I'm sorry you're hurting, and have a conversation with her. What's got you afraid? How can I love you so that you will feel more peaceful and more calm? By doing that, by becoming the divine mother to her, a lot of that anxiety is going to dissipate. Right now, it feels like you're in your what do I need to do to perform? I want you to stop performing, and I want you to be kind and gentle to her. And I think if you do that, a lot of that mind stuff can go away. You'll get more grounded, and then do the things that Patty was saying. The beach, do the feet and the grass, whatever it is, to get yourself grounded.
Yeah. Thank you so much for asking the question, and I hope that was helpful. I'm sure it was helpful. Please come back and let us know what transpired, what happened. We'd love to hear. We always love to know what's happening. Tanisha, I didn't forget about you. We were just waiting for you to get your info. She's a Libra, and her question is, will I receive a promotion at work soon? Deborita.
1 second.
And just mind you guys, we know there's a little delay, but just pretend we're in the 70s and we're doing an Asian movie and there's subtitles.
I feel like there is some patience involved. I think she likes to weigh the situation, almost like the scales. And okay, so this feels like there's an opportunity, but when is it going to be here? So I feel like breathing, just being more in the moment and being present, but there could be a situation that would change, and maybe it's based on the eclipses, Patty. We don't know where it is in her chart, but I'm getting July. So even though your current situation is kind of biting at the bit, when's it going to happen? How's it going to happen? Is it going to happen? I think it will happen. It's just about, being in the moment and kind of not looking in the rear mirror of certain things that maybe have happened in your office, but being open to the open road and what's coming for you instead of looking back. It seems like a time of rediscover, reinvent, reconsider, reconnect. So I feel like with that energy, things can really open up for her.
Okay. So Tanisha, will I be successful at work? That's a broad question. And that's a mindset question. So I guess the real question maybe is this the job that you're at? Is it where you should be? Maybe that's the question. And tell me if I'm wrong. Let's see. So with the energy that's going on in the sky, it's really feeling like there's adjustments that need to be made. There's decisions that need to be made. And it feels like you have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. I don't know if where you are right now is really providing your soul what it needs to keep moving and being fortified. So I feel like those are the questions that you need to ask and really look through. Is this really the place I want to be? Or is this the place I feel like I'm supposed to be because it looks good on paper? Just feels like there's some work that needs to be done, because I feel like you could be successful wherever you go, but you have to know it, and you have to want to be in that place to show who you are and the good things that you can do to help whatever company that you work with. So I feel like this is a time where the universe is kind of saying, okay, let's kind of look at some things to make sure that you are on the path that you want to continue going. And that energy may be really strong. Okay. Probably around up until your birthday. So whether that's the end of September, October, that's you're going to kind of be grinding and working some things out and shedding some beliefs so that you can be clear and more streamlined in where you're going. So I hope that was helpful. Terry?
It's so funny because as both of you were reading, I was seeing so many different pictures. One minute I'm seeing her jumping up and down, celebrating. The next minute I'm seeing her crying. The next minute I'm seeing anger. And it just felt like this emotional roller coaster of the mind. And I don't know, I felt like there was grief there. I felt like there was self-criticism. There was just a lot of emotional stuff going on. And so, what I would invite you to do, Tanisha, is really take a look at what is causing your emotions. And you may not even think of yourself as an emotional person, but if you're having highs and lows and you're questioning all of this, then I'd be looking at, where am I judging myself? Where am I in self doubt and being critical of myself so that you can get more neutral to the situation? I think we always want to try to get to neutrality as much as we can. And right now, it's feeling like a roller coaster to me. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but that just kept, I was like, wow, which one is it? Because 1 minute she's celebrating, 1 minute she's crying, 1 minute she's angry. And it's like, whoa, what's going on here? So I want to invite you to just take a look at your emotions and what are they trying to tell you? And like Patty said, you need to do some introspection, right, Patty? And that's pretty much what you said.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the scales, like I saw a scale imbalanced and then it's here and she wants it to be here.
Yeah, that's that feeling. There's a lot of, it feels like there's a lot of questioning and a lot of doubt. And what I would really be looking at is maybe doing a list of what you value about yourself, what you bring to the table, and then make a list of where you're judging yourself. And then ask yourself, where did those judgments come from? Because your judgments are not the truth, right? Those are just someone's lack that were impressed upon you, or maybe your own lack. So I want to invite you to get out of the judgment and into celebrating what you bring to the table. And if you can start holding that feeling and saying that, and feeling the vibration of it and giving thanks, and really create a mantra, reprogram your brain, I am this, and owning it, you're going to feel more confident, and you're not going to feel like you're ping-ponging all the way around.
Yeah. Yep. So good luck, Tanisha. Please come back and let us know, or let us know live right here, the feedback that we gave you, the reading that you gave you, if that was singing with maybe what you were internally feeling or thinking. We would love to know. But we wish you the best and hope everything unfolds beautifully. Next, we have Terry Knox.
That's Tear.
Oh, Tear, sorry. Tear Knox. She is an Aquarius. And her question is, I'm really struggling with my shop. Could use a bit of guidance. Tear Knox.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear the question because I don't have it.
Her question is, I'm really struggling with my shop. I could use a bit of guidance.
So she has a store. Is that, for some reason, okay, I can see now. Shop. I don't know if you're married or in a relationship, or there might be an employee, but it just feels like the energy's a little bit heavy heavy, and it feels like a male energy to me. So I don't know if it's somebody who's, maybe not supportive or needing to change things up a little bit. I'm not saying everybody has to be fired and there's a reorientation taking place, but it feels like things are going to shift, things are going to open up. But right now, yes, the energy feels heavy to me. It feels like there's a little cloud in the forecast. What do I need to do to kind of see the forest through the trees? I do believe that's going to happen. And maybe with the eclipses, like Patty was saying, the signs that were most affected, and certainly isn't the Aries, Aquarius, Leo, Patty, also were affected by the eclipses. Can you hear me?
It stopped, but now I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I said being an Aquarius, was she affected by the eclipses?
Yes.
So as Patty would say, eclipses ignite change and growth and opportunities. And so I feel like there might be a little clearing. It's almost like sweeping out so that you can clear the energy to bring in. So maybe with this full moon coming up on the 19th, whatever's not serving you, just, letting go of the fear and worry of money and aligning yourself with abundance. So a ceremony could be very helpful to release what is no longer serving you.
Thank you. Terri?
Well, Tier happens to be one of my dearest friends, just like you guys, Patty. I mean, she's my buddy in my community. So I've watched this struggle for a long time. And it was so funny. Tier has a spirit in her building, and he is. I've seen him and I've talked to him, and I'm just sitting here wondering if that's the energy that needs to be asked to be left. But there also is a lot of people. There are a lot of people who come in and really demand a lot of her time. So maybe some of that energy needs to be cleared. My sense, Tier, and I've shared this with you. Tier is a very gifted intuitive. But she's never really practiced it. Her shop is a spiritual gift shop. It's called Elevate Salty. It's a beautiful shop. Oh, she's so creative. And my sense is that she really needs to step into her gifts of her artistry, her readings. I think that's what this shop is trying to guide her to do, is to say, you need to step into this. So that's just my perspective, but I've been watching this for a long time. And so, you guys and Patty, I'd love to see what you have to think or say.
So, what I'm getting is that this is a time to get out. So it's kind of counterintuitive. When you feel like you're drowning, you just kind of want to wrap it all up and call it a day and close shop maybe. But this is the time where it feels like you need to go out. You need to connect. You need to get your message out. You need to say, I'm here. How can I work with your business? How can I work with your business? Look at my business. It feels like you need to, it's a marketing time. It's a time to share and be more out there with your work. For the Aquariuses and the Leos, that last eclipse hit last month which was a 2-year cycle. And so there was a lot of shifts and changes that took place over this last 2 years, especially for the Aquariuses and Leos. So now it's almost like, whew, you've been through a battle. And you need to pick yourself up and kind of take what is working, like take the jewels that were left lying around, take them and just run with it and kind of streamline and shift some things, but do not close down. You need to open up. That's the main thing out of everything I said. It's like, it's time to open up and not retreat. I hope that was helpful. It was a little all over the map, but that's kind of how it was coming in.
But Terri, you said it's a male spirit?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't know what the male energy was. So I'm sure she knows how to clear her space, but I think Patty is right. You need to kind of reconnect with your spiritual community, and being so intuitive, she really should do readings, because I feel like she has such a gift, and that can really help connect the dots and say, wow, I'm of service. So that could be helpful, and whatever energy is kind of hanging on, that barnacle just needs to be brushed off.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure she's done sage, and maybe doing a clearing on the 19th, and maybe adding to it. Just go get some really big bowls. You can just even get plastic bowls from a dollar store and use Morton salt. And after you do your clearing, I don't know how many rooms, I don't know how it's laid out, but you can put the water in a big bowl and put like 2.5 handfuls of salt and activate it clockwise, and anything that's stagnant will kind of go in that water, and just leave it there overnight. So that could be something that maybe can help me. It may be more fresher, more light, more sunshine can come in.
She's got this whole commentary going on here. I don't know if you guys see that.
Well, I know I'm not on the computer.
Well, she's saying that, don't even Terri, but she said, yes, he is there. So whatever you said, Deborah, she's saying, agreeing.
Okay.
What did she say? And don't even say it, Terri. I don't know what she's thinking I'm going to say. I don't know.
She said, want to have a circle on the 19th. Yes.
Yes.
Totally.
Yes.
That's so funny. That's so funny. I do have a question for you on her part, and just see what you get on this. The area that she's in is gorgeous valley. It's called the Sawtee, but a lot of the buildings across the way are empty, and they're not getting the kind of flow that they used to get. And I don't know, can you pick up on anything of, I know you said marketing, Patty, is there anything that she can do to help bring the people there, in spite of the fact that so much of the area is kind of dead now?
Deborah, are you getting anything?
No, it just feels like, I'm seeing like a movie set. So I don't know if it changed, and it was, I don't know. It's like almost like when Desperate Housewives, like it's like a movie set, but why aren't people coming in, Terri? What has changed in the area? So are they little stores, but people aren't coming into the town?
Yeah, it's really interesting because the area that she's in, this is Indian lands. It's gorgeous. It's this beautiful valley, and the area then there were these buildings across the road. They're all empty, and I think that had to do more with the landlord. But then if you don't have enough stores and shops around, people don't necessarily flow over there. There are a few shops around. There's a little general store across the way that's very busy all of the time. Not all the time, but they have lunch and stuff like that. So that's a different clientele. But I'm not real clear on it. I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know if it's just something that she's needing to walk through right now and build trust, or if it's, I really feel she needs to trust herself to put herself out there with her gifts. that's
Absolutely.
That's what my feeling is.
Yep, and create kind of like she was saying, a circle. So create events that people will come instead of one-on-one. Just start creating events, and maybe in the summer or in the spring have some kind of block party for the businesses there, and have jumping goat, the portable, or that whatever, is it a van or something?
The jumping goat coffee cart.
Yeah, the jumping goat coffee cart come and serve, and make it kind of an event and kind of collaborate and get things kind of opened up. But she needs to put herself out there.
Yeah, I agree.
That's definitely what I'm getting.
Yeah.
So keep us posted, Tier. We have someone else. We have a newbie. Her name is Lisa Trotman. She's a Taurus. She wants to know about, is her career going to change? Well, that's a big question. Could you be more specific, Lisa? And I'll come back to you. Pamela said, hello, beautiful ladies. Would love to hear from you. Okay, Pamela, just give us your, if you know your rising sign, that would be great, but also your sun sign and a specific question. Tanisha said, thank you. I guess she was an acting. She was wondering if she was going to get an acting job. She was the one that asked about work. But she said, thank you. And then Jessica Ann has a question. Will my family issues resolve themselves or will we separate? Taurus Sun, Libra Rising, Capricorn Moon. Whew.
A lot of Taurus tonight. We have the theme of the earth signs in Capricorn. Something energetically is blocked. I mean, it's almost like telling me don't even shuffle the cards, pick up the cards. I'm sorry. I'm not getting, I don't make things up. It just feels like something is blocked. Sorry to be so vague.
Okay, so Jessica is Taurus, Libra Sun. Go ahead, Terri.
Well, I'm assuming when she says, will my family issues resolve themselves or will we separate? I'm assuming that's a relationship, a marriage or something like that. It's kind of interesting. Family of, it can be your partner and your kids, or is it and your partner, or you separating from your mom and dad. So that's, I would like a little bit more clarity on that, if we could have.
I know, Jessica. If you could just be a little. It works if you work with us. If you're more specific, and I know it's public, so maybe you don't want to share all your information, but that's the best way we can help you. As transparent as you can be, we can be more transparent as well. And then also, Deborah and I are going to put together a more private opportunity, and we'll give you more details with that later, but we are definitely working on arranging so people can ask questions and have it be more private. She said my parents may separate. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, that's what was confusing me, because so she's wondering if her parents may separate. Yeah. Okay, so I want to kind of get a feel for this. And so she's concerned I have to go with one parent or the other. So what I'm getting is I'm not getting a strong read on whether they're going to separate or not, but I do see that that Jessica Ann, is it Ann, Jessica Ann?
Mm-hmm.
There's a cord that goes from your heart to each of theirs, and it feels very mucky. It feels really, really mucky to me. And so I'm going to just do, if it's okay with you, I'm going to do a little bit of a clearing on this for you because I'm an energy healer. So I'm assuming it's going to be okay. Can I just get a yes or a no that it's okay? I'm going to do it anyway because I'm sure it's okay.
Yeah.
I think it's okay.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this cord and I'm going to clear it because what's happening is that you're feeling all of their energy, right? So, and if you're a child, to feel the energy of it all, but if you can separate from it and know this is their agreement between the two of them, it has nothing to do with you. Yes, if your family separates, it's going to have something to do with you, but it has nothing to do with you in the sense of this is their spiritual agreement. And you are there because you're part of the family. But if you can separate yourself from the sense of going, they're just two spirits who are playing their part to learn and grow. And if you want to, you can be that catalyst for that conversation with them. Instead of, if you hear your mom blaming your dad or your dad blaming your mom, say, you know what? Hey, how about we stop the blame game? And, the only way this is ever going to heal is if you guys each take responsibility for your own happiness and then to get real honest with one another. Give them my spice book. Go get that ebook that I said today was free, Spice It Up with Your Spouse. And it's really about how to heal your relationship. And that's terribritt.com/spice. But really, in reality, it's about knowing that this is not about you. This is their spiritual agreement. And knowing that it's nothing you've done, There's nothing that you can do other than maybe being the wise one in the situation and inviting them each to stop their crap and to take a look at themselves. Okay. So that's the thing. But I am going to clear some of this energy that's in your heart space, that this cord is, that I'm seeing to the both of them. And it's interesting because I see you courting them into the back of their hearts, which means to me, you're trying to a little bit control the situation. Of course you are, because it's scary and I understand that. But just know that you don't have to do that, that you're going to grow from this no matter what. And what I would invite you to think about for yourself through this situation, whether they stay together or not, is how can I grow from this? What can I learn about myself? I know I'm not to blame. How do I grow from this? Still, have these wonderful relationships with each parent. And if you have blame, to clean up your own. What do I need to do to heal myself? So it's really about, this is a journey of introspection and healing for your whole family. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. So I don't know if you have any questions about that, if you want to ask me anything else or ask us anything about that, but I hope that gives you some insight.
Yes, I hope so. Jessica had said, just when I kind of tune into the energy, I don't know if somebody is sick or there's some health issues going on, but I just feel like there's a lot of circumstances that is keeping all this kind of in the muck and mire. So yes, the best thing to possibly do is kind of remove yourself from it. And I know it's easier said than done, but it's like you need to move back so you can cleanse and allow them to have more clarity with making decisions and choices. Because when you put your energy, everything just gets more confused. But I don't know if it just feels like there's a health situation. So I just want to send out good energy for healing in that case. And I wish you all the best, and I hope things turn out in a good way. You guys, we went overtime, and we have so many people who have questions, and I'm so sorry we can't answer them all tonight, but we will be back next week, and I will definitely go down and look through all the questions later and see, maybe answer a few. Deborah and I and Terri cannot answer all your questions, but we will look through them and see what we can do. We will definitely be back next Tuesday. Terri and I and Deborah will be back next month. We love this platform. We are having so much fun being able to do this with all of you and have you guys come and we all get to share energy and hopefully do some healings and give some insight to help you on your journey. Again, you can go to pattykamson.com and get a free 1-month personal horoscope if you sign up to my newsletter. Terri has a free ebook called Spice It Up. Was that it?
Spice it up with your spouse. 5 simple steps for creating lasting, passionate, and intimate love in spite of having kids around. And the whole reason the kids part's in there, you don't have to have kids at home. You don't even have to have kids. It's about life getting in the way of your relationship. But so often as parents, we start focusing on kids so much that we lose our connection to the spouse. So this is about stopping that and how to do it. And I just share some really cool tips and tools in there. So yeah.
So you can go to her website to pick up that free ebook, which is wonderful because you always want to get some spicy love tips from a Scorpio. Spice it up. Deborah, you can reach out to Deborah. She definitely does readings and candle ceremonies and all the rest of it at deborahchadwick.com. We will be here next Tuesday, same time, 6 p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern time. And
Patty, can I say my thing?
Yeah.
I have a show, a radio called Leading with Love. And this week, this is the month of love, right? And I have on my show this week Ariel Ford, who wrote The Soulmate Secret and How to Turn Your Mate into Your Soulmate. We actually pre-taped the show. We usually do it live on Thursdays, but we pre-taped it. It's going to air this Thursday at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. But she gave some incredible information. She works with a lot of single women. And she said, part of the conversation, a big part of it is why spiritual women have such a hard time attracting and finding the love of their life. Great conversation. So it airs this week. You can catch the show on my radio page at terribritt.com/radio. If you go to terribritt.com, you're going to see everything. And you can see the radio page. You can see Spice It Up. But this is a really cool conversation for anybody who's wanting to attract someone, or they're wanting to have a dynamic, passionate relationship that maybe their relationship's flatlined. So I just want to invite everybody to come in and listen to it.
I will definitely be listening, Terri. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yes. So come back and join us. Next week, we will be here taking your questions. And I'm so in love with our little cartoon. I want to go off with it. We're still creating and making things exciting. So thanks for joining us. And we'll see you next Tuesday.
Thank you, everybody. See you soon. Thanks for joining.
Bye-bye.